Hello everyone and a very warm welcome to Crafters TV. My name's Ben Moseby. Welcome to the Craft Collective, our second show of the day. And lots coming up through the day. 2 shows of the Craft Collective, so this show now, and then we've got our final show, our fourth of 4 shows at 6 o'clock this evening. And in between times, we have got the show with Sheila, which is Forgotten Favourites. I'm still not going to... The only reason I remember that is because Johnny's just said it in my ear. But it's Forgotten Favourites at 4 with Sheila. I won't forget that again. This is going to be a fantastic show because it is more visible image goodies. If you enjoyed the shows yesterday, brand new stencils on this show that you won't have seen yesterday being used. You may have seen them in some of the finished samples that Mark was going through. So let's say hello to the man at the side of the studio. Mark Alexander from Visible Image, how are you?
Hello, great, thank you very much.
And I know the most important question to ask you from the top here, which everybody is going to be wondering, was it Sainsbury's or was it a Chinese last night?
It was Sainsbury's.
Oh, never!
Yeah, I went to the Chinese, I did go out to the Chinese, but guess what? It was closed.
It was closed?
Sure. It was closed. Shutters down, closed.
And it's opposite Sainsbury's, isn't it? Where the house
Yeah,
is?
it's not far, yeah. But it was closed. I know.
I've never heard anything like that before.
I know.
What a disappointment.
I don't know what day they're closed, but they were closed.
Oh, so what did you have from Sainsbury's?
A ready meal, a biryani. I know. It was okay.
I hate that when you set yourself up for a nice takeaway and you get this clothes and you have to, make do with a ready meal. But anyway, we've got loads coming up in this show. And as I said, it's all new stuff today, isn't it? We didn't see yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah. There you go. Brilliant. Right. So we're going to start off. We're going to start off with the Vortex collection. Very busy for these already. Shop the day for the bundles. You can go for the individuals as well. $16.99. Let's start off with the first one in the bundle because this is the one that everyone's been talking about, Mark. It's such a cool stencil.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It really draws your eye in. Absolutely amazing. It's a stunning stencil. I mean, you can use it with all kinds of things. You could turn it 90 degrees. Look at that. That really does, it does wake you up, doesn't it? But I love this because you can do so much with it, whether you're doing organic materials, whether you're doing maybe like rock or pop or music or anything that you've got, visible image-wise, it's going to work.
So that is your Parallax. This one here is called Windows.
Yeah. Again, I like this one because you can use it, you can put texture paste through it. I call it Windows because in my mind, I see windows. Maybe kind of like in New York kind of skyscraper-esque.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can use that for so many different things. Don't think that you've got to fill it all in. It's nice when you be able to do, a little bit less with it. From top left to bottom right, you work your way through it at an angle, and it looks fantastic. And
this one we saw yesterday, I commented on a project that you'd shown us actually, which was more like a 60s sort of style to it. This is called Senses.
Yeah, I mean, great. I mean, people see lots of different things in it, whether it be for maybe like a vintage or a retro kind of pop theme, or even you could use it as things like put your butterflies or your dragonflies. It could be ripples in water. It looks so cool.
So that's your first bundle, Vortex. It is $16.99. All of those available for you individually if you want to grab those. The intricate stencils next. Again, all of these available individually. You've got 4 in this set. The first one of which, it was this one that Sheila picked up and was oohing and ahhing at. This was the Bauhaus. And again, I think this was on a project yesterday, wasn't it?
Sure, yeah. I used this, and quite a lot of the team have used this as well for maybe more kind of vintage looks there. It was used for a lot of the music collection. But it's such a great intricate stencil. You don't have to use all of it. It's great whether you just blend inks through it or put your texture paste, glitter paste through it. Looks brilliant.
So you've got Bauhaus. This one is really beautiful. Curves, very, very kind of minimalist, this, isn't it?
Sure. I mean, obviously, you've got a vertical there, so it could be grasses in the background. If you turn it horizontally, I see things like it could be waves, hills, mountains. It's great for that, or the sea. It could be anything you want it to be, but it's very cool.
Then in the set, you are going to get this one, which is meshing around.
Yeah, I play on words here, but I think it's fantastic. Again, a circle stencil, but with that kind of unique, ununiform kind of mesh, broken mesh that's going through it. I've seen it being used with bees. I've seen it used in more kind of grungy, masculine cards. It works gorgeous with pastel shades as well. So it's a very versatile stencil.
I always think you could use that with our like seaside collections as well. It could almost be like a net, couldn't it? Like a fishing net.
Yeah, and butterflies. Yeah, catching butterflies or butterflies breaking through the broken net there. Perfect.
Beautiful. And then the last one in this set is Echoes. It's got we were chatting about this earlier on. A bit of almost like a solar system sort of feel to it. That one.
Yeah, it has. But again, this could be used, as you say, for solar system. It looks great. You could, put all kinds of colours through this. It could be ripples in the water there with dragonflies darting across the top of it. It's good for music. It's good for so many things. There's, it's just your imagination is the limitation.
$22.99 UK only on these. As we said, we're hoping to get the visible image stuff available down the line. I'll just quickly show you these because we want to get into a demo fairly swiftly. So these are the word stencils. Straight away I look at these and think they'd be so good for like home decor pieces like coasters and things like that. If you like to make your smaller cards as well. You've got home, just be you, you are strong, think happy thoughts. And you've also got in there, today is a new day. $18.99 for that 5-piece stencil. And again, you can get them individually. Not many of that bundle or of the individuals. Down on the socials, feeding through the comments, Ursa's with us and Jen. Tiffany Sexton, Lois is in Ohio, Candice is in Texas, Trudy Bickham, Rhonda's in Chicago, Mary Beth Dawes in Minnesota. Hi also to Kendall Serafium. Tracy says, good crafternoon. How lovely, a guest on the show. Yes, he was here yesterday as well. And also to Evelyn Kiefer, who's joined us in Colorado. Carolyn's joined us in Boise, Idaho, saying happy hump day to Ben, Mark and staff. Right, any questions you've got about visible image, any questions you've got about techniques, fire them in. But we're going to start off with the Vortex collection. Are we going for the Parallax?
We are.
Yes.
Everybody's been asking about this, so I thought that's what I would actually do. Again, I love this stencil. Think of it, it could be like floor, ceilings, chests. I think of so many different things with that. It could be that like vintage diner vibe as well.
Oh yeah.
It's entirely up to you how you use this, but I'm going to do something nice and bright. I love my bright colours. I love grunginess as well, but today we're going to do something bright.
Okay.
So, I've got my stencil already taped to a piece of 6x6 cardstock. Again, it's just standard cardstock. It's not watercolour cardstock. It's just something that I've got in my stash. And I'm just going to blend some colours through. So I've got my water-based inks. If you've got other inks or, lots of the Crafterscompanion water-based inks, use them. Entirely, you could use oxides if you've got those kind of like those chalky inks. It's entirely up to you. So I'm going to start off with, I've got my blending tool and I'm just going to, because I've taped it down, I've got my hands free, so it allows me to do a little bit more. If I was a bit more brave, then maybe I'd just hold it by hand and go freestyle. So I'm just going to go through the stencil. Again, I'm kind of following the kind of pattern here, because it's obviously going from left to right, really. Right. And I'm just going to add in some colour here, and we're just going to blend some different colours and just go through the spectrum. Again, I always recommend this to people maybe who are possibly they've lost their kind of crafty mojo. It's always nice to be able to kind of do something a little bit more bright. I recommend just grab a few colours if you ever get stuck for creating stuff and just have a play. Yeah. These stencils kind of do lend themselves to that kind of thought process where maybe you don't know what you're going to do today. So it's nice to be able to get something different out. Again, I'm just kind of bringing some different colours here. Just take your time, and again, you can go through whatever colour that you wish to go through.
Is there any reason why you started in the middle of the stencil?
Only simply because I'm kind of, with my colour spectrum, I'm thinking that I'm going from reds, light ways on the top, and maybe going a little bit darker on the bottom, just to give it that kind of like, possibly not so much sky, and then more kind of like grounding. Right. You don't have to do it this way. Again, it works brilliant no matter which way you do it. There is no right or wrong here. It's just the colours that I've actually grabbed here now. Yeah. Which is nice. If anybody has got any questions or anything that they want to say, just send a message. Yeah, we'd love to have any questions. Anything you want to ask about, Mark, his crafting sort of background, anything you want to know about visible image? You don't really want to know anything about me, do you? Well, you'd be surprised. Well, you never know. Yeah. Again, I'm happy to answer any questions, Crafty. ish.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to go through some of the colours here. So I'm going to go with blue, I think, here. And, you know, sometimes, I mean, there is that thing about some colour theory that you kind of work to. Obviously, with blending colours, sometimes you don't want those colours to go kind of brown, unless you want brown. So I'm trying to keep to there is a kind of colour wheel which people can download off the internet, just to work to just get that kind of idea of what colours they should use. Now, personally, I've started doing this new thing where I quite often use the same kind of colours day in, day out, and I'm sure lots of people at home do exactly the same.
Yeah.
What you want to do is those other colours that you've bought and maybe haven't used or hardly ever use, is just grab them, really do grab them and start using those other ones. Just to play with different colours, and sometimes that will also give you more mojo as well for creation stuff.
Just again to say, so because people will ask, I'm probably preempting the questions. Cardstock wise, this is just normal cardstock, isn't it?
Yeah, this is normal cardstock. Again, you know, if you want to use watercolor cardstock, go for it.
Yeah.
If I'm using watercolor cardstock, I would normally go for the smoother variety.
Okay.
Only because it allows me to stamp onto better, rather than the cold press, because there's two types. There's hot press and cold press. Hot press is better because it's smoother. Cold press is, you get that like traditional kind of watercolor look.
Yeah.
Which is a little bit more, I'd say, textured.
Okay. And the ink pads you're using here are water-based, are they?
These are water-based, but I can't remember what you call the Spectrum ones.
Just water reactive, yeah.
Water reactive, yeah. Right, so I think we're kind of doing this background for now. Again, very easy to do. So I'm just going to take this off, and we'll see what we've created.
Oh, that's fabulous, isn't it?
So again, you know, it's a very easy to do, and you know, if I could do it here, you know, most people at home could do exactly the same thing as what I've just created. You know, I try and do things that like everybody else can do, but you know, these things kind of look really cool and amazing. So I'm just taking this off, and we'll create with our card.
Very cool.
So isn't that really nice? And again, you know, if you wanted to maybe use it sideways, you could do it like that as well.
Yeah, wow.
Isn't that wow?
Sort of messes with your eyes when you turn that around.
Yeah.
Then.
I mean, it's entirely up to you which way you want to use it. I mean, you turn it upside down if you wanted to do it that way as well.
Yeah.
Again, there's no right or wrong. So, right.
Producer Johnny's just said, get me on that dance floor. It's got sort of 80s vibes, that, hasn't it? Yeah.
Is he good at dancing, though?
Do you know what, actually? This is no word of a lie, Mark. If you ask him nicely at the end of the show, he'll show you how good he is at doing the river dance.
Oh, right, okay.
I've got a video of that on my phone, actually.
Oh, dear. Well, the phone that's not working, that one.
No, I keep forgetting. I will have, when I get my new phone tomorrow, I'll re-download it from the cloud or whatever they say. And I'll send it your way.
Right, so I've got my card blank, and basically all I've used is a card blank with a black mat. The only reason I've done that is, I mean, maybe people want to use a colour coordinated with what I've used, the colours, but I like having that kind of black edge because it does pop, those colours really do pop out. Now, I have got a choice now. This is where we go. This is where we have this kind of small crafty oaky thing where you've got a choice as to what I'm going to put on this card. So, I can either use one of the flowers from yesterday, right, which is nice. You can have it that way, or maybe you want it that way, which is nice as well. That's different as well. I like that. Or I'm thinking I'll use my favourite from the music collection from yesterday, and we're going to have that rock star, I think. I think he's going to have it. He works, doesn't he? He really does work like that.
More than the flower, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. So I'm going to use the rock star, and I'm just going to use some, what am I going to use? Oh, some silicone glue. Really easy this is. So again, it's all about the stencils. The stencils really make your focus drawn to the eye to your other stamps and stencils. It's really, really cool. What I like more than anything else is sometimes the stencil's doing all the work for you. You don't have to think about it. It's so easy. And sometimes backgrounds can be hard to create, especially if you're starting from scratch. It's not easy to fill the spaces. I kind of like doing it this way because it just works. Sorry. And yeah, I just using the silicone glue, and again, it gives me that wiggle room that I'm after. Sometimes foam pads don't do that for you. But you know, some people love foam pads, some people love silicone glue.
Yeah.
Just go with whatever your favourite thing is. That's what I say.
Stencil reminds me of Saturday Night Fever, says Jen Shank.
See, that's another thing. I thought twice. If, for instance, this is in basically black and white, but if I was going to do more monochromatic, you could do that in like shades of black or black and white, and that would look amazing. And then just colour in your foreground image. It's really easy, that easy. So I'm just deciding where I'm going to place him. And again, trying to place him where the hand is still on that colour there, so everything just really does stand out. So again, just placing down there. And all I've done to this cutout that I stamped and embossed and cut out is I just added some of the glitter glue to the guitar. Again, colour coordinate that with, you know, whatever, maybe your friends, if they've got a red guitar, use that. Again, you know, there's all kinds of things that you could do. I know some people have got these really cool strats where they're like mirrors on them and everything.
Oh,
so
wow.
You could do all kinds of things.
You got one of those, Johnny? No, not with mirrors on. Everyone's singing Staying Alive now in the comments, which is quite funny. Laurie says, hi from Gilbert, Arizona. Give us a thumbs up on the show if you're enjoying the demos. Carol Byrne says, good afternoon to Ben and Mark. Love this colourful card. Joanne Michelli joins us as well. Lots of people commenting about this Parallax. Grab it if you are in the UK. It is available individually. Works so well. $5.99 on its own.
How does that look? And you know what? I'm not even sure. I can't remember whether I did anything on the inside. So if I open this up now and there's blank, I'm going to look a bit silly now. Did I?
Bet you did.
I didn't.
Ah!
Do you know what? I've forgotten this one. That's fine, because on the other cards later on, I put something on the inside. So this one I forgot. Normally, because I like to do the inside of a card and the outside to show everybody. But you know, you got the basic idea. So that is one finished card.
Absolutely incredible. The Rockstar, the stamp that you've seen there was from yesterday. If you want to jump in and grab that. The Vortex bundle, though, is what you need to be going for if you, well, basically want all of them, which includes the Parallax, which Mark has just been using. And then alongside that, you will also get the Senses. Love that. Really, really super cool. And you've got that brilliant windows there as well. So those three in that bundle at $16.99, or you can get them for $5.99 individually. Parallax, by far the most popular stencil I'm hearing in my ear, whether you want to go for the bundle or individually. Then we've got the words as well. These again proving really popular. $18.99 is the UK price on this for that whole bundle. You've got some really lovely sentiments in here, very uplifting, very positive. Today is a new day. Think happy thoughts. You are strong. Just be you. And then this one here, which I think is super cute, which just simply says home with that beautiful heart. Again, think about bringing things like your pearl pastes, glitter pastes as well. You can use through these, any of your sprays you want to bring in. You know, all of your ink pads as well, I suppose. You can start popping through these. You've also got the opportunity to jump in on this show and grab the intricate stencil bundle, which is available as a 4-piece too. That's $22.99. Again, UK only, but you do get the 4 stencils in there. So the beautiful Echoes, this one, which is fantastic, meshing around, that really cool sort of like mesh effect to it. Sheila did like that one actually. She also, was it this one here? Yeah, this one she picked up as well, the Bauhaus. Really, 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 really brilliant. No, she did say that actually. Sheila did say, is that Mark's brain? Everything that's going on in his brain, you know, all the ideas kind of floating around in there. And then this one here is the beautiful curves. Like Mark was saying, you know, this way almost could be like sort of grass, couldn't it? Or like, I suppose it could be like little reeds by the side of the river, something like that. And then here you can flip it around. You've almost got like a landscape there with the hills and then the water beneath. So lots of opportunity to create with these, whether you're with pastes, ink pads, sprays, whatever it might be. All of those available individually as well. Thank you for the comments coming through. Vanessa Fuentes has joined us. Diane Hatch is in New Hampshire. Joanne's joined us in Chicago. Mallory Kellogg, hello. Sandy Cockerfer is in Florida. And Pat Demarest says, good morning to Ben, Mark, and the super talented crew, and all my lovely crafty friends from an overcast New Jersey. Carol Byrne has joined us, and also Laurie Barnett as well. Keep the comments coming. Anything you want to ask Mark, anything you want to say, if you're not commenting on the show, All you got to do is give us a cheeky little thumbs up. I believe we're on YouTube and Facebook. So YouTube friends, you know what to do. Just underneath where you're watching, you'll see that little thumbs up. I'll do it now because I haven't done it. Boop, there we go, 32. If you're watching on Facebook, of course, you can thumbs up, you can heart, you can care, you can... What else can you do on there? I think you can laugh as well, can't you? Just pop a little thumbs up down. That would be marvellous. We have got lots coming up. We've got some great deals, by the way, in the forgotten favourites. Yes. At 4 o'clock, if you're in the line for some new pens from the Spectrum Noir range, we have got those coming up for you at 4, and then more with Mark later on at 6. We've got the Just Hit Play stamp set at 6 as well, which I know is very, very busy. And that's the one we sneakily previewed yesterday on Crafters Connect, and since then it has proved very popular. Right, Mark is ready and raring to go. What have you got over there for us next?
Right, well, I've got a couple of samples that I wanted to show because we haven't had a chance to show any samples at all. So this is from the next stencil bundle, which is obviously the words. What do we call that bundle?
Words.
Original.
Original, yeah. Yeah, it's good.
Why not?
Exactly. It's only words.
Isn't that a song?
Yes.
Right, so yeah, again, this is from the design team, so they have created some, lovely cards, very easy to create with this kind of stencil. So whether you're making cards that you can sell, very, very nice, some lovely little ideas here to make with these stencils. Again, 4x4 stencils, but they're still useful in their own right. I love these. Again, a little bit more mixed media. If you do mixed media, it's entirely up to you. Very nice, I like that. Very simple, very striking, I like that background. Again, we've got loads and loads of ideas there. And these are more kind of your uplifting words as well, so always nice to kind of say that,
that's brilliant.
Again, that's beautiful, isn't it? That's from Jane, so yeah, really, really nice ideas there. Right, so let's make a start, shall we? Right. Yeah. Well, let's make I'm going to put some texture paste through this, and I'm using black cardstock, which is nice to do. Right, so the first thing is, you've got a choice. We have got a choice of which one are we to start with. We've got You Are Strong,
right,
or Just Be You, or Today's a New Day. I know there's 5, but you've got to choose 3.
Right.
Or 2.
Guys in the gallery, which ones do you want? Just Be You. Just Be You.
Okay, let's use Just Be You to start off with.
Yep.
And just grab your... Now, this is size to my stencil, but obviously, if you've got a bigger cardstock, you can easily mat it up and do it, in the 6x6 quite easily. But this is the kind of thing that you can do relatively quickly. Again, just creating your own kind of like unique spin on it. I'm going to use some glittery texture paste, but if you've got, your black, because I like black on black, which is really cool as well, but it's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to stick my stencil down. Now, the choice you've got as well is that when you're doing things like this with stencils, you can obviously texture paste through in one foul swoop, so everything is going to be the same color, like Just Be You is all going to be one color. Yeah. Or if you get a Post-it note, we can split those colors up. So if I just get a Post-it note now, oh, it's not that one. One that doesn't rip. Right, so we'll put that over there. And I'm going to do Just Be in one colour, and then put You in a different colour. So again, nice little technique and a little tip here is just mask your stencil like that very, very easily using Post-it notes. These are like transparent ones, but if you've got your standard yellow ones, they're all good. Right, so I'm going to get a few different colours here, and these are some glitter pastes. I know you've probably got some on the website there as well.
Yeah, I think we've got different ones.
Yeah, I mean, again, just use whatever you've got, and if you haven't got it, just shop around. I'm sure you've got some good deals here. Right, so I'm just going to go in with the first colour, and I'm not really sure what colour this is called. It's like a silvery titanium colour. Yeah. So I'm just going to take my palette knife and just gently paste in one direction as well. It's always a good tip. Okay. Just take your time in one go, and sometimes you'll see exactly which way to go because the stencil will kind of tell you, because you don't want that paste to kind of go underneath the stencil where you don't want it. So just take your time there, and we just pick up the excess. That will go straight back into the pot, and you don't waste anything at all. So that's the first colour.
Yeah.
So we'll just take our Post-it note off. Right, and then we're going to go in with our second colour. And this time, obviously, I probably won't need some tissue. Just wipe off the excess there. And I'm just going to go in with a totally different colour. I think I'm going to go in with a nice bright.
Oh, okay.
A nice bright colour. That's nice. Again, you can do this. You can do each individual letter different colours if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. Or, I mean, if you don't want to, if you're not confident using texture paste, you can easily just blend colours through it using your inks. I'm using black cardstock, so it's a good idea, obviously, with texture paste. But if you maybe got oxide inks, you can definitely go through black cardstock. So Jen, just take your time. I'm just pushing that texture paste through that stencil. And always make sure you have, once you put the excess back into the pot, you make sure you've got a bowl to hand just to put your stencil back into, because you don't want this drying on there, because it's a nightmare to clean off.
Especially that glitter paste.
You'd be
sets like concrete, doesn't it?
Yeah. So just take that off.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can see how cool that actually looks. We'll just take off.
Give it a little wiggle. That looks brilliant.
I'll give it a wiggle now. I'm just untaping it, and then I'll wiggle away. All right. So just take this off. Take your time. If you pull off tape sometimes too quickly, you can chance of ripping your card, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so let me just there and there. If you can see that now, look how cool that is. Let me just turn that around so you can see that.
That is very cool.
And look how sharp that is as well. That's absolutely gorgeous. So I will make this into a card, but I'm going to do another one because we've got time to make more than one. Why not? Yeah. So let's put this one to one side and we'll start to let it dry. If it doesn't, leave it dry naturally. If you don't have time to let it dry naturally, then what you want to do is maybe use a heat tool on the lower setting and just keep your distance with it and then just heat it very slowly and it will dry a lot quicker. But leave it naturally if you have time.
Yeah.
So what we'll do next is we'll do another one, just because we can. And you know, if you're batch making cards, this is what you want to do. You want to do like maybe 4 or 5 in a row, and you're going to have cards that you can, you know, just basically display and sell. You know, it's fantastic. This is a great idea. So I'm just going to grab my tape again, and I'm just sticking this down. Just because I don't want any wiggle, I don't want that wiggling when I'm putting texture paste through, because that will, you know, if you try and do it by hand without you know, when you're holding it, you're going to slip and the paste is going to go everywhere and smudge, and you don't want that. But it is only cardstock, so it's not that big an issue. No,
I think we worry a little bit too much about that, don't we? Sometimes.
I know. Well, I think everyone wants to be a perfectionist, and I used to try and be like that, but sometimes you just can't. Yeah. And as I said to you yesterday, you know, what's the best card I ever made? The next one.
The next one, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what, you know, that's what you want to think. Right, another stencil. So I'm going to do another one. What do we want to do next?
Go on, Gary,
you are strong.
You are strong.
Or today's a new day. What do you think?
Today's a new day was the...
Is that right? Is that what they want to do?
Okay. Yeah. That's not what you want to do by the sounds of it?
I don't care. I'm here. Okay. Fine. We're fine.
Today is a new day.
Today is a new day.
Can we do like 3 colours on there, maybe?
Well, we can. We can give it a go. One. I'm just trying to work out whether 3... Yeah, we'll work that out now. We can do 3.
Pushing you to the limit here.
The creative limit.
Yeah. Feel free to tell me to pipe down and shut up. I don't mind.
No. Well, I'm sure I will. Or I'll just ignore you, whichever.
Yeah. You won't give me the option to suggest or pick anything in the later show.
Again, you know, we just need to take our time. This is something that, you know, you're going to love to do at home. I know, you know, when you see the results like this, you know that you're going to create something absolutely gorgeous. And most people have got glitter pastes. Even if you've got white texture paste, if you want to put the white texture paste through, you can spritz your inks through there on top of it when it's still wet as well, and you will get another colour as well. Yeah. Or maybe do foiling as well. I never thought about foiling. I've just thought about that now. Okay. I've never done foiling, so I have thought about it. Okay. Right, so let's get some of the colours, shall we? Right, I'm just deciding what colours I'm going for. So I've got a nice pink here.
Pinky, yep.
Let's go for a nice pinky colour. I think we've got a nice green as well.
Oh, okay.
A nice green. And what about maybe a purple?
Oh. These cosmic shimmers as well, aren't they?
These are the cosmic shimmer ones, but you know, anyone's. It's what I've got. I'm not a, you know, I just, you know, I go for everybody's brands. I don't have a favourite. I just go for it.
You might still find, we sold Cosmic Shimmer stuff back in the day. They might find the odd little tub on the website.
But other brands are as good as well, you know. So I'm just deciding which colour is going to be which. So I've got 3 colours here, but I've got 4 rows, so I'm just trying to work out. So I'm thinking doing, today is a new day in a single colour. Today.
It's going to be the day.
I knew you were going to say that. But Oasis fan overload.
That they're going to throw it back to you.
Were you one of those that, you know, bought the tickets to go and see them again, or you weren't a fan?
Producer Johnny went. As I get older, this might make you sound very miserable. Things where there are lots and lots of people, like Glastonbury, for example.
Yeah.
I love music, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
And I love live events. I couldn't think of anything worse than going to Glastonbury.
Yeah.
Where there's probably like, I don't know how many thousands of people. It just makes me twitch quite a lot.
Antisocial, yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's what I am. Yeah, I'm antisocial as well, you know. I'm okay, you know, for a while, but then, like, you know, sometimes it's a case of, stop, I need to do work.
Just enjoy, you just want to enjoy your own company.
Yeah.
But do you know what I mean, though? Where you go to, like, a big concert, and then you have to queue to get in, and then it's a queue to get to the toilet, it's a queue to get your food, and then getting out. It probably takes about 4 hours to get out of the car park.
That's the trouble, you see. I'm not keen. I'm not one for sharing toilets either. I'm not keen on that. That's a no-no for me. I'm going for 4 colours. Why not?
Well, exactly right. You may as well whilst you can.
So we'll see how far we can get this. We'll go for 4 colours. So I'm bringing in a silver.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, the Isa is in a different colour. So I'm just being careful as I'm moving the post-it note down, or another post-it note, just to get that one single colour. Again, scrape that excess back into the pot. Do you know, glitter pastes, and pastes in general, they do last forever. You know, I think I've had these years and I'm still trying to get through them. So again, we've got the second colour in.
Brilliant.
And we'll go for the third one. So I can't decide whether new, I think new is going to be in green. What do you reckon? New in green and pink in day. Yeah, or the other way around.
Carol's wondering where you got your the paper from, the sticky.
Oh, the post-its. Do you know what? Had these years, absolutely years, and I cannot find them anymore. So I'm not sure whether they are the 3M post-it. They are post-it post-its.
Oh, the factory's just down the road from here. That is.
Is it?
It's literally like about a mile away.
Oh wow. Well, I don't even know whether they do them, but if you type in transparent post-its, I'm sure you will find some.
Well, there you go.
Very useful.
I'll pop past on my way home. See if they've got any.
I like them because you can see through what you're creating, and I'm sure people at home go, oh yeah, that's a cool idea. So yeah, I do like that, because sometimes when you're covering up something, you just cannot see through. Right, so did we say green for new?
I think you did, yeah.
All right, or I did. Right, we'll go for green. Again, you know, I like these kind of metal palette knives, but I mean, you know, plastic ones are just as good.
Yeah, palette knives available on our website, and the 3M sticky post-it notes are available on Amazon. I've just heard in my ear, so there you go.
Wow.
Susan's asked a question. She said in one of the shows yesterday, Mark mentioned using a clear emboss because it helps him after stamping an image.
Sure.
But he didn't say why or how. Can he elaborate?
Of course I can.
I'm a beginner.
Yeah, totally. Right, basically, what I would say is that anyone who's maybe starting out, I always use clear. I hardly ever use like maybe black embossing powder. The only reason why I do that is because that if you're using, say, a black embossing powder on top of black ink, and you pour it on and then you tap it off and then you heat it up, you're going to end up with those little black speckles. Sometimes they stick to your card and then it just ruins what you're creating. That's the worst thing you can do. But the other thing is that with it being clear embossing powder, the colour comes through the clear. So if you're using like red, you're going to have red embossed, or black embossed. So again, it's a very versatile, I say colour, but it's not really a colour. It's clear, isn't it? But that's what I would normally use. Again, and the other reason I use clear embossing powder for when I'm mostly stamping images is that because it gives you that kind of slightly raised level, it's nice because two things, you can obviously use your water-based inks over the top and it won't stick to them because it will repel the water. Or if you're colouring in the images themselves, it gives it that little ridge so you can follow, it gives you a guide. So whether you're colouring in with your watercolours or your Spectrum Noir pens or whatever kind of inks that you're using, it does really help you colour in.
Okay, brilliant. Thank you, Susan. Hopefully that helps. Let us know if you need more info. We're happy to do that. Laura's joined us saying hello. Stephanie Theodos is in as well from a cool day in Farmingdale, New Jersey. Right, have we got day to do?
We have got day to do. It's a new day.
New day, it's a new day.
Am I taking forever on this or what?
No, it's fun. We like it.
That's okay.
If we need something to do afterwards, I've heard in my ear that the Parallax is proving very popular, so maybe we could do another background with that. If we're
sure, maybe I'll do it in glitter. I haven't tried that actually. Ooh, that'd be different, wouldn't it? Right, so nice. I'm using the last colour, which is the pink, and then I'll actually complete these cards as well. So we'll actually create a card with these as well, just finish them off completely.
I know I kept saying, I'll say it again, could you could use these to make your own coasters, couldn't you, if you wanted? It would look quite cool. Well,
yeah, you could quite easily. Oh, I forgot to show, look.
Oh, look at this.
So this is a box, I know I'm showing you from the top there, so it gives you an idea of like you are strong on there. This is like an MDF kind of box there. I've got, think happy thoughts there. So again, you can create exactly whatever. It's on your kind of mixed media projects there, but again, just use whatever stencils you've got.
Yeah.
I think that's a really cool idea.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going to peel this off now, and we'll see what we've created.
Big reveal.
The big reveal.
Yeah.
So four different colours, I should say. 4 colours. We went 4.
Yeah.
Okay. And I may have to just quickly dry it off just a little bit because I want to stick it to my card.
Yeah.
So how perfect
Very good.
is that? Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Right, I'm just going to take this off here now, and we'll just wipe my mess up. Okay, and the edge. Take the edge there. If you've got any glitter on the edge there, just wipe it off. Very easy to do. There we go. So we've got 2... let me just show that. Look how cool that looks there. Isn't that lovely?
Oh, yeah.
Again, obviously it doesn't do it justice in the studio here as to how cool this really is. There we go.
Isn't it nice? Good, that. Very nice.
Okay, let's make a complete card with these, shall we? So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly just dry these off just for a second. Again, I'm going to be careful because you don't want to heat it too quickly because you don't want that embossing the texture paste to pop. It will pop. If you heat it too much, it'll just start to bubble, and you don't want that. This is why I always recommend drying it naturally where possible. But, it's TV, it's live TV, so we haven't got time to wait half an hour.
We haven't got time for that, have we?
We've got things to be doing, yeah. So I'm just going to take my time there, heating that up, just a little bit on the front and back on both of these, and then we'll turn these into cards, instant cards.
Are you going to pop those two together to make one card?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to make 2 sets. I'm going to stick them down quickly.
Because they follow on quite nicely if you were going. I mean, obviously you do you, but today's a new day, just be you.
Yeah, well, you could do it that way. Right, quick dry. I'm winging it now as to whether it's going to... I don't want it to smudge because I've done this before where I've touched it and it's it's not quite dry. So do be careful. Don't stick your finger in too soon.
How long are we talking about to...
Naturally, about half an hour in just normal room temperature will be dry. But 5 minutes with the heat tool. Right, okay, let's try and make a card. So I'm going to be gentle and delicate. So today, I won't actually be bringing in my big guns tape gun, and I'm going to use some glue.
The biggest tape gun in the business. We talked about this earlier on. So it should be a new Roald Dahl book. Mark and the Giant Tape Gun.
Big is better. Right, okay. Right, so I'm going to just be very careful.
Johnny's just said it looks like you've been putting yellow lines on the road with it.
That's a good idea, actually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or stick them so that the cars don't move. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to take my time here. Just a little bit of glue.
Susan says thank you for your explanation, by the way.
Oh, well, I try and help. I hope that does help you. Sorry, my head was in the way here. I'm just being I want to get this central and it's stuck down. And I'm just being a little bit careful that I don't smudge. Don't try and smudge what you've created. Just stick it down gently. It's a lot easier when it's totally dry. But failing that, we just improvise. Okay, so that's one done. And we'll do the second one as well, just because we can.
Yeah.
Why not?
Pat says, beautiful. Rhonda's just said, these look like the colours of Mardi Gras.
I do not know what colours are. I don't know. Yeah, I have no idea. Where is Mardi Gras held?
Oh, now you ask. When or where did you say?
Well, where?
Well, New Orleans, isn't it, mainly?
Oh, is that right? Yeah.
Mardi Gras. Isn't it? Would it have just been? Isn't it around about Pancake Day? Yeah, there you go. Shrove Tuesday.
Oh wow.
17th of Feb.
I'm trying to work. What is it to celebrate? Because I'm not quite sure. Maybe some of the American friends will be able to tell us.
Yeah.
Oh, and so this is the two that I've just created. Okay, very easy to create. Now I've already done two more. So again, you can start to create. So I've done Think Happy Thoughts as well, and I've also done Home there as well, which is really cool. So you can create very easy, simple, instant cards there.
I absolutely love it. Absolutely brilliant. And yeah, you could absolutely do home decor. You could do your coasters with those as well. Absolutely. We're going to have a look at that Parallax again in just a few minutes if we can.
Yeah.
Just I'll read a few more comments out, show you the deals as well. Mardi Gras obviously translates as Fat Tuesday. Because the idea is, it's like, it's before the beginning of Lent, isn't it, basically? Getting rid of all of your final indulgence before Lent, of course, before you do your 40 days fast or giving up something, isn't it, for Lent. Lots of love coming through. Evelyn says, I'll just ask you this quickly before I forget. Could you ask Mark if he has just a sheet of circle stamps?
Do I have a what? Sheet of yes. The circle stamps that we've got are what we call particle.
Yes,
particle,
from
and you're
yesterday.
going to absolutely love that. I don't know whether you can get the graphics on the screen, but it's a fantastic. I don't know whether I've got one here.
Yeah,
oh,
they'll
yes,
be on
I
Shop
do.
the
Yeah,
Day.
I've got it.
He's got it.
So this is particle.
Yeah.
It's really cool because if I turn it over, so that's what you can see from the front, but the actual stamps, if you turn them over, they're all like circles, but little dots made up from little dots. Very, very cool. Very nice indeed. 4 different stamps. Again, you're going to absolutely love this. And I've used this quite a few times, as you can see. Used stamps are the way to go.
If you search visible image as well on our website, that will bring up all of the deals and you'll be able to see those circles. Good morning, Crafty Angie, who's just joined us. We're going to have a look at that Parallax in just a second. Recapping for you the word stencils. If you want to go for those, if you want to recreate what Mark's just done, this is the set that you need to go for. You have got the 5 stencils in here. So Home, then you've got Just For You. You Are Strong. Think Happy Thoughts, also a good one. And then you've got Today Is a New Day, so everything included in there. Again, if you want to go for those individually, you've got the opportunity to be able to do that. They're $3.99 individually. The intricate ones, just to recap on those, again, Sheila had her eyes on these a little bit earlier on. The Bauhaus, particularly, absolutely beautiful. And you think, again, you know, use your glitter paste, use your paints, use your ink pads, use your pearl paste that we've got, spray through these as well. There's so many different things, endless possibilities. And again, bring into play things like your duet ink pads as well, and do a little bit of spritzing through here and layer up the colour on top of them, layer up the different kind of textures here as well. That's Bauhaus. That one there is the beautiful Echoes. So again, got that real sort of interlocking circle vibe to it, a little bit like the planets aligning, as Jamie was talking about earlier on. Meshing Around, oh yes, is Sean Connery's favourite. Yes, I like a bit of crafting. I like to mesh around. Meshing Around. I can't say it now without doing Sean Connery in my head. Meshing Around. Oh dear. Oh yes, yes to the mesh. So that's included. These, by the way, what size are these? Are these
6 by 6?
6 by 6, yeah. And then the last one in there is that beautiful curves, and again, whether you go landscape or portrait on that, you're going to get lots of different effects. I really like Mark's idea actually of using it sort of that way and then creating, you've got like almost like a landscape there, haven't you? With the hills, like the rolling countryside.
Or snow in the winter.
Could be snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a few trees on there.
What's that?
Put a few trees on it.
Oh, put a few. I thought you said put some cheese on that.
You can put cheese on it if you want.
Could do. Could be pasta. Could be spaghetti, and then put the cheese on top. Use it with your Pasta La Vista collection. There you go. You're welcome. Could be a pasta background. We think of everything here. Spaghetti Western. $22.99 for that full set. Those are available for you individually as well if you want to go down that line. And then you've also got the final set, which is the one which we're going to look at as our final little demo. The most popular stencil of them all, Parallax. And you can understand why. Even just looking at the stencil without, any colours added to it, anything done to it, you've got that feeling of kind of movement, a real 3D effect. Whether you go that way or flip it that way, it's quite sort of trippy, isn't it? Really, it's really, really a cool effect that you can create with this. Whether you're going, all colourful with your vibe, or maybe going for a more monochrome effect, I think that's just going to be a really cool stencil to have in your crafty armoury. If you go for this full bundle, it comes along with scents or senses, which again looks fantastic. For me, got a bit more of like a sort of 60s retro vibe to it, but those interlocking circles, and again, I suppose you could use those whichever way round you want to go with those. And then you've got this one here, which Mark was talking about a little bit earlier on, which is your windows. Again, really cool effect there. You can create very sort of grungy, sort of funky vibe going on across those three. $16.99 is the price on that. And again, if you want to go individually on those, you are more than welcome to. Everything that we've shown you on this show, visible image. And for our US friends, I realise there's a bit of frustration there because, why wouldn't you want to grab these? Is UK only, but we're hoping down the line. Don't ask me for specific dates because I can't tell you, but all I'm doing is repeating what I'm hearing in my ear is that down the line we're hoping to be able to make these available for you. Kathy Myers has joined us in Missouri. We've got about 10-12 minutes left on the show, so before we go, it would be nice to see the most popular stencil in action again. Are you surprised it's the Parallax? As I'm not really.
Yeah, well, yes and no. To be honest with you, how many's in that bundle? 3, is it?
Yeah.
I like them all. I really think they're really cool. Obviously, if you think the star is the Parallax, great. If you want to buy individually, but seriously, it's like Back to the Future, 1, 2, and 3. You're not going to just have the one, are you?
Very true.
You're going to want them all. I think the others are really cool as well. So anyway, I will do another off-the-cuff, freestyling demonstration using the Parallax, and I am going to put more glitter paste through it. Nice. Because I've done the one with doing kind of like blending inks through it, obviously in the last demo, but I'm just going to use glitter and on a black cardstock just to see how it looks when it's it's glittery. Which is a cool idea. I'll put my glasses on, and I've got so many different colours here. I may just go through every single colour, and we're going to either create something amazing or Frankenstein. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm just trying to work out which colours I'm going to start with. So again, in my head, I'm going to think about maybe doing pink, just because.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason with this here, so I'm going to put some colours through. And obviously, when you're doing it like this, I've not got post-it notes, so some of these colours are going to blend together.
But that's fine, isn't it?
Of course it is, yeah. There isn't a right or wrong here. And I don't mind that those colours blend in because it's going to look even better. So I started with pink, and then in my head, I'm going to go pink, green. No, actually, no, purple, green. We'll go green.
Green.
So I'm going to do green, yeah. And I kind of like, this time, I'm kind of mirroring, might try and mirror the top and the bottom. We'll see how we get on with that, just to see how it looks.
Yeah.
Again, this is not a planned demonstration, so as I say, we'll see. I'm seriously winging this one. We'll see how it comes out. Again, I do like, if you're not keen on, sometimes people want to have, when you're stenciling, put and paste through it, it's got to be perfect. But don't worry about it. If it's not, it's fine. So I'm just going to green on the bottom. We'll have a bit of green on the top.
The other thing that you mentioned, which is a good bit of housekeeping, I suppose particularly if you're using like the glitter paste, do make sure that you put them in water fairly quickly after use, correct?
Yes, yeah. You don't. I've been there where I've left it to dry for too long, and it's like it's a world of hurt. Don't do that. I'm not trying to scrape the excess back into my pots because I'm going to be cross-contaminating it really. So I'm trying to not to do that where possible. I'm not, because whatever I scrape off here now is just going to go waste because it's all going to be a mixed-up colour mess. Next colour I think I'm going to go for is this kind of lovely blue.
Yeah, it's a lovely blue.
And so,
have we got any glitter paste on the website, Johnny? Just have a quick little look. We did obviously have lots of different colours, didn't we? At one point, whether those are still available or not, I'm not so sure. But again, you can have a look. Just you can use the search bar rather than shop in the day. Just hit the search bar and type in glitter paste. Anything that you're looking for, of course, you can type the words in to see if they're available. Not glitter paste currently. Yeah. Okay.
What? You're not doing it currently? That's awful. Sacrilege.
All gone.
Right. Well, that must be good then. Must have been that good it sold out. Okay. And we'll finish off with a gorgeous purple as well.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I'm totally ignoring, the colour wheel in terms of how these are applied in what order technically they go in, but sometimes, opposites kind of work out as well. So I'm just going purple on the top here, and the blue and the purple will kind of work together anyway. That's fine. Now, not being too concerned at the moment whilst putting in this last section, and then I'll scrape the whole lot off, whatever's excess on there, in one go. And hopefully we'll be left with something that people like.
Well, we'll soon find out. I just love the fact that, at the minute, doesn't it? It's like, what has he done there?
Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess, Mark, isn't it? It's an awful mess. So I'm just scraping off the excess into a towel. We'll just take our time there. I'm going sideways this time, so I'm not kind of putting one colour on top of another. Oh, I'm just chucking that. Oh, nearly got on my shirt there.
Oh, nearly went over the glittery shirt.
Helen would not be happy with that one. I don't know why I said Helen would be. I've been doing the washing, the washing the clothes. I've learned how to use the washing machine.
No, you haven't.
I have, yeah. I was taught by the greatest Helen. Helen taught me how to use it because she's been a little bit unwell lately. But she's getting better now, so it's really cool.
It's one of the jobs I don't get picked up on, the washing machine, for some reason. I must do it perfectly.
Oh, you do? Do you wash your own clothes then? Do you?
Well, we kind of, if there's washing to be done, I will get them out of the washing basket and do washes. Yeah, it's not really, we don't have like a rota going, but it's one of the jobs that I'm allowed to do without getting picked up on.
Oh, right, that's cool. Yeah. Right, okay, shall we kind of take this off and see what we get?
Here we go.
Oh, now, maybe not totally perfect. I've made a few errors here, but that's fine.
Yeah, exactly. What's the worst that can happen? That still looks brilliant. Yes.
I think we've got a little bit of spillage here, but again, because it's still wet, all you've got to do is kind of go in with your knife there. There we go. With a nice sharp knife, just pick up anything that's kind of like maybe kind of bled underneath. Again, this happens sometimes, even to the greatest pasters in the world. It does happen. It's just one of those things. Depends on how wet your kind of ink is, or maybe it's your cardstock, or maybe you're just like too busy talking and chatting and not concentrating enough. Normally people in their craft room aren't talking to a lot of people, so I think we're kind of pretty much done that. I'll take this off, and then we can hold that up. Look at that mess I'm making here.
Well, you can't make a mess when crafting.
I know. You do. Oh, I've said before about how messy my craft room is.
Yeah.
But I've.
Come here and make a mess, Mike. You're more than welcome. Everyone else does. You're fitting right in.
So let's just take this off. Yeah. And just a quick wipe up with a bit of a tissue here, or a tea towel. There we go. And we'll hold this up, shall we? Yeah. So again, can you see this now?
Oh yeah, my goodness.
There we go. Isn't that amazing? Again, just a few different colours there. And when that's dry, you're going to absolutely love it. Again,
you flip it the other way around.
Sure. Wow.
Oh yes.
Doesn't that look good?
Johnny's just saying, can we show the ink pad
glittery fingers
side by side with it as well?
What's that?
The Rockstar one. Johnny's just saying, can we share that side by side?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That's so cool. Absolutely brilliant. What a fantastic stencil. What a fantastic collection. Loads of you just joining late. So you're going to be watching the show back later on. Of course, yeah, you can watch back whenever you want. If you go for this bundle, this has been the most popular across the collections. There is the Parallax, so that's included in the Vortex stencil. So in this bundle, you've obviously got the Parallax. So which is your favourite then out of the three? If you had to pick one that you could only use for the next month.
Seriously, don't pick one. You will get and love every single one of these. Obviously, people love the Parallax, but the stencils one in the middle is really, really cool as well. I can't begin to show you how cool that really is. Gorgeous, gorgeous stencil. And the one which I call Windows, again, you can use that for so many different things. It gives that gorgeous bit of texture, whether you're creating mixed media or just, just behind, blending some inks behind your project, it looks amazing.
Yeah, three really cool stencils. And as I say, you're not breaking the bank really there, are you, at $16.99? So I take that point. Like if you like one, may as well get the $16.99 bundle and get all three because you'll use those many times over. Diane says, wow, that stencil really looks cool. Vertical as well, says Joanne Michelli. Wendy in Hampshire says, I'm going to watch this back later to take it all in. It's been a great show, hasn't it? Stephanie Theodos is saying, messy craft room, I can relate, like most of us. It's a sign of creativity, apparently. If you're not making a mess, how much fun are you actually having? Just to quickly show you as well, the word stencil bundle. I think this is a really cool one to go for. I think again, Mark, for quick, as you showed us, like quick, easy cards and putting the sentiment at the sort of forefront of a project. This is great, isn't it?
Oh, definitely. And you can create, instant cards. Easy. These are the kind of things that you can put in a multi-pack of 5 cards. Whatever you're going to create there. Whether you're doing glitter through it, whether you're blending your inks through there onto white cardstock, it's entirely up to you. But this gives you the idea of what you can do. And look how sharp that actually is.
Yeah.
It's really, really nice.
We also did in that last demo, well, I said the one before, that's Just Be You. So that's the other one that Mark made a project with just a few moments ago. So you'll be able to see that one if you watch the show back. In fact, we can probably just have a quick little look at that one now as well. So today's a new day, and then look at that, Just Be You. That was just 2 colours, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. And you can see a little bit of matting and layering, using the different colours of your glitter paste, or use your inks, use your pearl paste that we've got here, and they're going to look fantastic. Then you've got your home with the heart. Home is where the heart is. You've also got Think Happy Thoughts. And then lastly, love that one as well, You Are Strong. All available individually for $3.99 if you want to go down the individual line. However, best value for money is to go for that collection at $18.99. UK only, but as I say, down the line, we're hoping to have these available for you in the US as well. Marla says, the more the mess, the better the creativity. Absolutely. 6 o'clock then, what are we looking at 6?
Oh, we're going to look at something very feathery, I would say, possibly.
Very what?
Feathery.
Oh, feathery.
Wings.
Oh.
So, yeah, something cool, though. You're going to love it.
Make sure you join us then at 6 o'clock. Very feathery, wings and more. We're back at 4. Mark's back at 6. I'm back at 4. With Sheila, we've got the, don't tell me, Forgotten Favourites. Where we are going to be looking at some of the things that perhaps you haven't seen on the channel for a little while. The outline dies that I was playing with earlier on with the owl. What's that actually? It's a little bit. Is it? Yeah, it hasn't got. Look, see, like with the little owl on it. We've got the wolf. We've also got in that set the Foxy Fox as well. So that's going to be up. Sheila's going to be crafting with that. And just to say, in that show, my goodness me, I won't show you all the different colours now, but we've got Illustrator bundles. All of those. Is that a bundle, or are we doing those individually? So all individuals on the illustrators. Of course, our professional markers with the dual ends there, with the beautiful brush nib and the ultra fine nib. Then you've got your classics. They're also going to be available individually for you as well. Those ones, again, alcohol markers, fine nib, chisel nib. But perhaps if you want to go down more the line of doing, you know, funky backgrounds, maybe, you know, watercolour backgrounds with your stencils from visible image, then it's the aqua pens that you want to go for. You're jotting these down onto your mat, aren't you? Bringing in your paintbrush and your water, and then you can start doing your really funky backgrounds using those as well. Just another medium that will work so nicely with your stencils. So all of those coming up in the 4 o'clock show, Forgotten Favourites, and of course then back at 6 o'clock with Mark, which will be the final visible image show that we've done over the last couple of days. Anything you want from this show, don't forget, should be on Shop the Day. Any other bits and pieces that you can't see there, always the best thing to do is to just type the words into the search bar. And don't forget, if you haven't done it already, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, make sure you give the show a little thumbs up because it looks great for us and it's also great for you. It means you'll get more crafty content each and every time that you log on. Massive thank you to Mark. He'll be back at 6. I'll see you back here in an hour with Sheila. Until then, thanks for watching and bye for now.